Okay, now let's focus on custom vision models with Azure AI Vision. Now, after completing this module, you will be able to understand use cases of custom vision model. So why exactly we need custom vision model and where we can use it. Then we are going to label data in Azure Machine Learning for both image classification and object detection. We'll exactly see practically that how we can provide multiple images and how we can do image classification and object detection with that. And then we are going to use custom vision model in our application by deploying that model. There are two types of custom vision model which are available in Azure AI as of now. Now, if you see right now, the left side one is something which is Azure AI custom vision model. This is something which is an older model, and the newer model is actually something which is Florence model, which is actually the newer one. Now, as of now, you can access both of them. If you want to use the older one, you have to go to customvision.ai. That's a portal which is an older one, where your base model is actually nothing but a CNN model, convolutional neural network. Now, in the previous modules in Azure AI fundamentals, we discuss about what is a neural network. And we also discuss about transformer model in that. So you know the basic difference between these two now. So obviously transformer models are multimodal, much better than CNN models. That's the reason the newer Florence model is actually that one. If you compare the task, product recognition is one of the additional things which transformer model or newer model is actually able to do. But other things like image classification and object detection are possible in both. You can do labeling and multiple associations with that. The labeling, if you want to do with this, you can use the customvision.ai site, and there you can upload images and you can do the data labeling with those images. While in the other case, in this custom AI vision model, we have a new approach, which is actually we have Azure Machine Learning Studio, as well as we have a COCO file configuration with that, which we are going to see practically. So we'll see that how COCO file is going to help us to label our data with that. And then there are certain things like minimum training data is required, some minimum 2 to 5 images per category you have to provide. You have to have a training data storage, and in users blob storage account, you can provide that thing. While in the other hand, in the older one, we have 15 images per category, which is required. The training data storage is also required in that, and it will be uploaded finally into a custom vision service. This is how custom Azure AI Vision model works. So first, obviously, we have to focus on the training part. The images which you're going to provide inside this will be provided into this particular custom model, which will train the custom model with your own images. So first, obviously, you're going to upload the image, then you're going to label your image, then you're going to train your model. And once the successful model training happens, you will be able to query your model with the new images to predict the labels. Now, labeling data lives in the COCO file, and again, if you're not familiar with what is COCO file, we are going to understand it right now in the next slide. And as we said, we are going to use it in the lab also. So in the demo and the lab, I'm going to show you that thing, that how a COCO file is going to be look like and how we can use it. Hey guys, sorry for interruption. My name is Maruti and I'm here to make a very important announcement. I hope you are liking our videos and you're doing a continuous learning with us on an Azure Cloud and AI related topics. If you are enjoying this thing, I'm going to announce skilltech.club, which is our upcoming website, which is going to be launched very soon. We are here to tell you one thing, that everyone who is a subscriber of this particular channel will get Azure Cloud and Azure AI related certification courses free of cost in skilltech.club. So you will be a part of the skilltech.club kind of a membership automatically free of cost. And everyone who's a subscriber of this particular channel will get those benefits which are available in that. So what are you waiting for? I request you to please subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends and families if they are also interested in Azure Cloud and AI learning. That's it from my side. Now you can carry on with your learning. Thank you. Okay, so what is a COCO file? Ultimately, COCO file is nothing but a JSON file with the specific fields for this particular data labeling of the images. It's mostly going to have images, annotations, and categories inside that. Obviously, images are going to have list of the images, whichever you have provided for this. Then it's going to have annotations associated with each image, which is always going to have a referencing with the image associated with that. And then you're going to have categories in which that specific image is defined. There are chances one image belongs to one or more categories in that case. this kind of labeling data is going to be useful for Azure Machine Learning project, because based on this label data, it will be able to train your model. And using this model, which is trained, you can do image object detection and image classification kind of things. Now let's understand what is image classification first, then we will understand what is image and object detection. Now you can see right now we have to train a model to predict the class label for the image. So in other words, what is this picture of? Now if you provide multiple images and you want to identify the model that which image is this, or this is actually image of which kind of a object, it's going to find out that yeah, this is an image of apple or banana or orange or whichever objects on which you have trained that model. And that's exactly what image classification is all about. On the other hand, when you do image object detection, this is actually something where you are training a model to detect and locate a specific classes of objects in images. In other words, this is actually focusing on what objects are in this image and where exactly it is located. Like right now we can see that this image is having 3 fruits, apple, orange and banana. But this can also identify which one is apple, which one is orange and which one is banana. And then it can also draw a rectangle on top of it to highlight that this is actually banana or this is orange. Now this is a screenshot which is showing you a snapshot of how we can train a custom model using Azure Vision Studio. And left side we have a steps. We are going to do this thing exactly same way in the lab, but let's go through the steps right now. Obviously the first step will be we are going to create a custom model project or retrieving an existing project if we already have it. Then we are going to select your resource if necessary, which is your Azure AI Vision service resource. Then we are going to add dataset and specify model types. Once you add the dataset and model types configuration, then you have to do 2 steps inside that. First is image classification, which is going to be all about assigning labels to each image, and then object detection, where you're going to define the bounding boxes for objects in each image. As you can see in the right side screenshot, which is the way you are going to draw a box across that object, and then you're going to say this object is actually this kind of a fruit, whether it's apple or orange or whichever is there. After this, you have to create an Azure Machine Learning project and label your images if you do not have any COCO file. Obviously, depends upon this, you have to add multiple images per category and then you have to use all the labeling with that. In spite of this, if you want to use COCO file, you just add COCO file from your Azure Machine Learning project which you have previously built, and using the COCO file, data labeling is going to be associated automatically. Finally, the last and final step is going to be you're going to train your new custom model. It's going to take some time, but once the processing of training is done, your model is ready, which you can use in your applications. Now we have a lab which is classifying image with the Azure AI Vision custom model, and we are going to do this thing practically.